Hey, what's up, guys? It's Nunnker here to do my part 2 of my UFC 101 declaration afterthoughts slash review. If you guys did not see part 1, please watch that. In part 1, I go over some of the some of the things they gave out at the event because I was at this event. Watch my UFC 101 blog of me there at the Q&A, weigh-ins, whatever. Alright, so we left off at Thalassides versus Alessio Sakara. Sakara wins split decision. Next fight of the night, which was actually a very good fight. I think a lot of people didn't give this fight enough credit, was John Howard against Tandem McCrary. This was a great fight, you know. Howard was, I think, the stronger fighter. He was able to use a lot of slams. He slammed Tandem McCrary. I don't remember exactly how many times, but I'd say about 3 times, maybe even more. There were some nice slams. There was this one, I think, in the 3rd round where Howard picked McCrary up almost over the cage and just dumped him. It was really nice. And, you know, Howard's a really tiny, short and stocky guy. He has a lot of power. I love his hairstyle. He always comes out with this different kind of hair. And he has like a buzz cut, and then he like engraves all these different things in it. But anyways, Howard wins a split decision over Tandem McCrary, 29-28, on all 3 of the judges' scorecards. He goes 2-0 now in the UFC. He beat Chris Wilson, Tandem McCrary. I do think Howard is a little bit overhyped, though. I will say that. I think he's a good fighter, but he's a little bit overhyped. Chris Wilson and Tandem McCrary are very good fighters, don't get me wrong, but, you know, he won split decisions over them, and, you know, people are saying that he's, like, the next big thing in the welterweight division. This is what I'm reading. Nobody on YouTube, just in, like, forums and stuff. And, you know, I don't think he could fight top guys like Alves and Fitch, St. Pierre, all those guys. I don't think that he'd last with them, or Condit or Swick, all those guys. But, you know, he's good. I think a good fight would be, I actually do think a good fight would be him and Condit, or maybe him and Chris Lytle would be pretty good. Just like to really, you know, test him and see where exactly he stands, because I think Lytle and Condit are a little bit above McCrary and Wilson. But nonetheless, Howard looked very good. It was a very close fight. I could have seen it going either way. I thought McCrary won the first round. McCrary was able to do it pretty much. He was able to really beat Howard up in the first round. In the first round, I got really worried for Howard. He lost that round pretty bad. Then the last 2 rounds were very close, but I think that Howard's ability to take McCrary down and slam him and just use good top game, some decent ground and pound. I think he was able to win the fight. Alright, next fight of the night, which actually was supposed to be Shane Nelson against Aaron Riley, but it ended up going on to the televised card because I guess like due to time constraints, and it was like a swing bout. But next fight of the night was Kurt Pellegrino against Josh Neer. Kurt Pellegrino dominates him, and I was going nuts. It was great. You know, nobody was giving Pellegrino enough respect, and excuse me. Nobody was giving him respect, and like, you know, people were you know, telling me on private message. A couple of my subscribers were saying, you know, did you pick Kurt Pellegrino because you know, you met him and whatever. But no, I did not pick him because I was being biased. I picked him because I truly believed that he was the better fighter than Josh Neer, and he was. He won 30-27 on all of the judges' scorecards. That's 3 in a row in the UFC. Thiago Tavares, Rob Emerson, and Josh Neer. Those are 3 big wins. I mean, they're not top guys, but they're great. They're good fighters. You know, they're no slouches. And I think with this win, Pellegrino should get a you know, a higher level opponent. I think a great fight would be Kurt Pellegrino against Clay Guida. I think that would be an amazing fight. Or maybe the Kurt Pellegrino against the winner of Tyson Griffin against Hermes Franca. That'd be another very good fight. there's a lot of fights you can do with him. Pellegrino, he just dominated. At the beginning of the first round, Neer did land some nice punches, but that's really all he had going for him. After that, Pellegrino took him down, I'd say, throughout this whole fight, over 5 times, maybe, I don't know how many times, but he took him down, a ton. Neer had nothing for him. He did do a nice job from the guard. He went for a couple arm bars. One of them he actually kind of had in, and Pellegrino said that he felt his arm pop a little, but he said he's never going to tap again after that Nate Diaz fight. He was, Pellegrino just seemed stronger. He seemed like he was the much better wrestler. He actually did say in an interview that he went and worked on a lot of wrestling for this fight, more than he usually does. He was able to take Neer down at will, and he used some very nice ground and pound, some nice hammer fists. He passed Neer's guard a couple times, and just dominated him the whole fight by taking him down and just ground and pounding, getting good position on the ground. And actually, at the end of the third round, Neer did land some nice elbows to the side of the head, but not enough to win. Next fight of the night, Ricardo Almeida against Kendall Grove. Okay, so this fight was another very close one. Not the most exciting fight, a lot of clinch work in this fight. Almeida won a unanimous decision, 30-27 on all the judges' scorecards. And it could have been 29-28, but, Almeida just, he was better. He on the feet, I was actually very surprised that Almeida was actually landing some very nice combos. Kendall did land some nice, jump knees, some nice punches, but the stand-up was about even. On the ground, though, Almeida was much better, except in the second round, I believe, Kendall Grove locked in a very deep armbar. I thought he had it. I was I was really surprised that Kendall Grove was able to almost lock in an armbar against such a good jiu-jitsu fighter. But Almeida used very nice skill. He got out of it, and that's really all Kendall Grove had going for him this whole fight. Almeida wins a unanimous decision. Kendall Grove, I don't know where he goes from here. Ricardo Almeida has said that he wants to move down to welterweight. He was actually supposed to move down to welterweight, but then they offered him Kendall Grove, so he accepted at middleweight. But now they say he might fight John Fitch at welterweight in his next fight. Almeida. Next fight of the night, Johnny Hendricks against Ultimate Fighter 7 winner Amir Sadallah. And this one was crazy. I went overall 8-2 on this event. I got this one, the lightest fight, wrong. I thought the lightest fight was a bad decision. I thought this one was an early stoppage. Whatever, but pretty much this fight lasted 29 seconds long. Hendricks, pretty much, he got him in the clinch, Sadallah in the clinch, and landed these nice short uppercuts. It really looked like Houston Alexander against Keith Jardine. If you guys remember, Houston grabbed Jardine in the clinch and landed these nice uppercuts, and then he went for the knees, the overheads, and Jardine got knocked out. And, Hendricks is a wrestler, He's a wrestler, and he knocked out Amir Sadallah on the feet. This guy could be good. I thought it was an early stoppage. I believe Dan Miragliotta stopped it kind of early. The fans were booing. Sadallah got up right away, and I don't know what was wrong with Sadallah. Maybe he didn't have very good training. He came in almost 4 pounds under. He came out 166.5. Maybe, I don't know. Was he sick? I don't know. Did he overtrain? I have no clue, but Sadallah got caught. He was rocked, but I still think it was an early stoppage. Hendricks wins by TKO in 29 seconds of the first round. Alright, I'm going to make a part 3 to this video. See you guys there.